New York's Salary History Ban went into effect in October of 2017, and in just a few short minutes you can ensure that you are aware of the basics of this new law and that you're in full compliance with it. The purpose of the New York City Salary History Ban is to give every job applicant the ability to get paid fairly by forcing employers to base a potential new hire's compensation on their skills rather than on what they were earning in their previous positions. The ban is generally meant to help women. However, other protected groups stand to gain benefit from this as well. There are many conflicting opinions on whether or not this will actually help. However, those are academic arguments in the face of New York's very real salary history ban. Employers can no longer ask applicants questions about their current or prior salaries, or even benefits that they've received previously. This includes questions on both your employment applications and in the interview process. Also, hiring managers can't ask an applicant's current or former employers about their salary history, nor can you conduct searches of public records. By the way, if the interviewer is located in New York City, but the applicant or even the job is located somewhere else, the law still applies. If you do learn about salary history, even if it's from the applicant themselves, you still can't rely on this information to set their new compensation. Because this law is supposed to end pay discrimination, you are required to base your offer on other factors, such as the capabilities of the candidate. The new law takes into account the fact that an employer needs to know if an applicant is even in the right ballpark when applying for a job. After all, it would be pretty silly to go through an entire interview process only to find out that the applicant will only accept the job at twice the pay. So you have a couple of options here. You can tell the candidate what the pay range is for the position, or you can ask the candidate what their pay expectations are. And yes, this is perfectly legal. You may still ask about and even request from previous employers information related to work productivity, revenue or profits generated, sales, production reports, books of business, etc. Keep in mind, however, that you still may not collect salary information from the previous employer, and again, if the previous employer gives it to you anyway, you may not use it to set the applicant's new salary. So who is protected under the ban? Most candidates applying for full-time, part-time, internships, and yes, even independent contractors who don't have their own employees. The law does not apply to internal applicants, transfers, promotions, and the like. In other words, if a current employee is applying for a different job in the same organization, their current salary can and will be made available. The law does not apply to public employers where compensation is set by a collective bargaining agreement. So how do you make sure that you and any others who handle your interview process abide by the law? You should review your current hiring documents, interview questions, communication templates, and negotiation processes for compliance. Also make sure that those in charge of hiring know what they can and can't ask an applicant. Don't require disclosure of salary history at any time during the hiring process, and remember, even if an applicant voluntarily discloses their salary history, you can't rely on it to determine the job offer. So just a little bit about what we do here at PEAR. We can help ensure that you're compliant with this new law and other complicated federal, state, and local employment laws, and we can also help with various other complex aspects of HR as well. So give us a call, send us an email, and we'll be happy to talk about this or any other issues related to your human capital needs. And an initial consultation is always free. Thanks for listening.